Amos, president of NAFA and commissioner of equipment services for St. Louis, talks about NAFA's initiatives and successes in fleet management training and discusses what's going on with the one-year-old CAFS certification program.
I'm excited about where the certification program is headed. It's been a great program all along since the late 80s, but we've continued to build on it as we've gone through the several iterations of changes. I think we're probably on about the 11th version since it left the Wharton School of Business, and we now have got two universities, Ferris State University and Rankin Technical College, that are both offering credit for the program. So it's recognized now as the leading program. It's definitely the largest certification for fleet managers. And it also has the breadth to it that the scope of each one of the topics takes into account all of the fleet topics from each fleet sector's perspective. So if you get a CAFM, people know that they can work in any part of this industry and they'll have the essential tools they need to be an expert in the field. So the building blocks of the actual certification program have been in place for quite a while, but now what we're doing is we're expanding out into the industry. And we've got excellent partners already signed on with the certification program. We started with the National Conference of State Fleet Administrators, then we added the Rocky Mountain Fleet Management Association, and most recently through Doug Weichman's efforts, our Senior Vice President, we've added FLAGFA, which is the Florida Government Fleet Managers Group. So we've got three done, two colleges, and as an alliance, we have a much broader breadth than just NAFA had as itself. Even though we are the largest fleet management association, we wanted to bring more partners into it so we could establish a professional standard. And we're in talks with several other associations and several other colleges as well. And our efforts there are to move towards a universal professional certification, sort of like the CPA is for accountants, to be recognizable. I'll know we've accomplished our mission when somebody says CAFM behind my name and doesn't have to ask me what it means. Then we'll know we've arrived. So through our partnership relationships, through the Center of Professional Fleet Certification and the schools, where we're going to grow fleet managers from the college campuses directly into our profession, I think the program's headed definitely in the right direction. And of course that's due to the efforts of many hundreds of people over the years, and at any given time 30 or 40 folks working very diligently to make it so.
We rolled out the CAFS program last year. How's that going?
CAFS, the Certified Automotive Fleet Specialist, is what we changed it to recently to be more in line with what each fleet sector would call that position. We think we've got 40 to 50 enrollees in that part of the program, which is really a subordinate level to the CAFM, and it's intended to be a training position for those folks who may not be the top fleet manager in the organization, but they're subordinate staff, but they still have training needs either in the operation or the financial areas. And it seems to be received very well. And so, like folks that work on my staff that might not be ready for the CAFM, we've got a few of them that are in the CAFS program, and the same thing is true for many of the other NAFA leaders that I know. So we're trying to target our education offerings to the folks who can get the information they need right now to perform their jobs better, and then give them a stepping stone into the full CAFM program, which they may choose to do in order to move up in their organizations or to go out and run fleets at other places. I've had three folks who work for me finish the CAFM program in recent years, and they're all out running their own fleets now. And so we have our own little circle right there of folks that started out with the city, and we're working together